Hi everyone! Today we are going to be reading a book together. And after we finish reading the book, we are going to act out the book through yoga poses. So we are going to start on this activity today, and we will finish this activity during our next yoga session, which will be next Sunday. Okay, so let's get started. So the book is called Jenny's Winter Walk, and it is written by Giselle Chardlow, and it's illustrated by Vicky Bowes. Mama asked Jenny, "Do you think we'll see a deer today?" "We might, little one. Lots of animals live in the forest," said Jenny's mom. She zipped up Jenny's jacket, pulled down her hat, and slipped on her gloves. "Before we go, let's do some exercises to warm up." Together, mother and daughter stretched and did jumping jacks. "Okay, let's go," exclaimed Jenny as she ran down the path. "Do you smell that?" Jenny asked as she marched across fallen pine branches. "I sure do. I love the scent of pine needles. Imagine how the trees will look after the snowstorm tonight," her mom said. "We will have our own winter wonderland." Jenny stopped suddenly. "Shh, Mama, do you hear that?" "Yes, a bird is singing a beautiful song." Mama pointed up to a tree. "Look, there's the cardinal singing on that branch. Let's walk slowly so we don't bother her," she whispered. "Mama," asked Jenny, "can we climb across those logs?" "Be careful, little one," her mom warned. "Use your arms to balance." They stood together, looking out over the frozen lake. "Where do the fish go in the winter?" Mama asked Jenny. "The fish are still there," her mother explained. "Look at the waterfall. The water is still running, but now there's a layer of ice on top. The fish are under the ice." "A squirrel, Mama," said Jenny. "Do squirrels get cold in the winter?" "I'm sure they do, little one. That's why they have their cozy dens, just like you prefer to stay indoors when it's cold outside." Jenny's mom winked, and the two skipped down the trail, arm in arm. "What was that red thing?" asked Jenny, holding tightly to her mother's hand. "That was a fox," Mama replied. "Maybe she's rushing home for lunch." "I'm hungry too," said Jenny, taking a bite of the granola bar Mama had put in her pocket that morning. It was sweet and crunchy. "Do you hear the wind whistling in the treetops?" her mom asked, touching Jenny's shoulder gently. Let's head back to the car, little one." "A deer, Mama," Jenny pointed into the forest. "That deer is camouflaged in the trees. I didn't even see her. I wonder if she has her little ones nearby too," said Jenny's mom, her eyes twinkling. Jenny bounded across toward a shelter in the woods. "Oh, look at the cute bunny," Jenny said. "Can I touch it?" "No, let it be," Mama said. She gave Jenny a quick hug as they watched the rabbit dash under the shelter's steps. "He's made a secret home where he can keep warm." Jenny and Mama walked hand in hand down the path. Before long, they came to a wooden boardwalk. "In the summer, we watched fish and turtles here," Jenny said. This lake was full of lily pads, but now it's covered in ice. Mama took a deep breath. It's so quiet and peaceful here. Mama asked Jenny, can we go home now? I'm cold. Yes, of course, little one. We'll have some hot soup. Then we can snuggle up and rest by the fire. Jenny's mom scooped her up into her arms. I love you, Mama, Jenny said. She planted a warm kiss on her mother's cool pink cheek, and the pair headed down the path together. Okay, so that is the end of the story. So now we are going to all put on our thinking caps, and we are going to try to recall what happened in the story. So before they even start on their walk, Jenny and Mama did warm-up exercises. So they did stretches and jumping jacks, but we are going to go through one round of our sun salutation as our warm-up exercise before we go on to our walk. So let's all come to mountain pose. And everyone, since it's our first pose today, we are going to just make sure that our legs are nice and straight. We want to make sure our spine is straight. We're going to roll our shoulders onto our back. We're going to close their eyes, take a breath in, and let it out. Let's do that one more time. Everyone take a breath in and let it out. Okay, let's get started. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Bring your hands up to the sun, wave hello to the sun. And then bring your hands down to the ground. Touch your toes, wave hello to the earth. Take your right leg back and we'll come to equestrian pose. Look up to the sun. Take your left leg back. Come to plank pose. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, 8 body parts. And then come to baby cobra pose or full cobra pose. Tuck your toes and come to downward facing dog. All right, let's bring our right leg forward for equestrian pose. Look up to the sun. Bring your left leg forward, touch your toes. Wave hello to the ground. Bring your hands all the way up to the sun and back to heart center. Okay, so let's start walking. We're going to start walking, taking our walk in the forest. And what's the first thing they smell? Jenny smells something. She smells pine needles. And they see pine trees and they start imagining what it's going to look like, what the trees are going to all look like, covered in snow after their snowstorm that they're going to have that night. So let's all come to tree pose. So for tree pose, we're going to start off with raising our right leg. So bring your right foot to the inside of your left inner thigh. Make sure you're focusing on one spot on the ground, so that'll help you with balance. And if you're wearing any socks, you might want to take them off so that you don't slip. All right, and when you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. And take a breath in and let it out. Take another breath in and let it out. Okay, so let's lower our right leg down. Then we are going to do tree pose on the opposite side. So let's all slowly bring our left foot to our right inner thigh. then when you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in and let it out. One more time, take a breath in and let it out. Okay. All right, so let's keep walking. We're taking our walk like Jenny and her mom. And the next thing that they see is what? So they look up and they see a red cardinal bird on a branch, and the bird is singing. So for bird, we are going to do our warrior three pose. So let's all start by putting our weight into our left leg, and we are going to slowly take our right leg back, raise it behind us, and then slowly take your hands out to the sides to help you with balance. Make sure you're focused on one spot on the ground. And then you can even flap your wings like a bird if you feel like you can do that. Or if not, that's okay. You just leave your hands out to the sides. That'll help you to balance. And then take a breath in and let it out. Take another breath in and let it out. Okay, let's all come back to mountain pose. And we are going to turn, and we're going to do that on the opposite side. So for warrior three pose on the opposite side, we're going to put our weight in our right leg, and we are going to slowly raise our left leg up behind us, and bring your hands out to the side to help you balance. And you can flap your arms like a bird if you want to do that. So this is our red cardinal bird that's singing from a tree branch. Take a breath in and let it out. Okay, slowly lower down and come back to mountain pose. All right, and let's keep walking. We are gonna keep walking, and what do Jenny and Mama come to next? They come to a log, and Jenny asks her mom if she can walk across the log. So she does, and her mom tells her to bring her hands out to the side so that she can help, so that it would help with balance. So we are going to pretend to be Jenny as we're walking across the log. And for this, we're going to do our warrior two pose. So for warrior two pose, on this side, we're going to start with our left foot forward, right foot back. Right foot is straight in the back, but we're going to turn, right leg is straight in the back, but we're going to turn our right foot slightly towards our right. Our left leg, we're going to bend, and then we're going to put our hands out to the sides like Jenny did as she walked across the log to help her balance. We're going to look over our left fingertips. We're going to take a breath in, and we're going to let it out. Take another breath in, and let it out. So this is warrior two, or pretending to be Jenny as we walk across a log. All right, so we're going to come back to mountain pose, and then we're going to do this on the opposite side. So let's all turn, and we're going to, this time we're going to bring our right leg forward, left leg back. Left leg is straight, but we're going to turn our left foot slightly towards the left. Our right foot is bent, and we're going to bring our hands straight out to the sides to help us with balance. And we're going to look over our right fingertips. Take a breath in and let it out. One more more time, take a breath in and let it out. Okay, so we are going to end for today. That's going to be our last pose. We will finish going through the rest of the story next week. But for now, let's all come to seated position. And we're going to end with 2 rounds of our ocean breath. Let's all bring our hands out to the sides. Take a breath in, clap at the top, and let it out. One more time. Everyone take a breath in, clap at the top, and let it out. Namaste. We'll see you all again next week.